Hello, I am Bentham and welcome to Reap, a game by Daniel Linson. I happened to come across this the other day while I was downloading the new demo for Return of the Obra Dinn. It just popped up on itch.io and caught my eye, so I gave it a go, and actually it's quite interesting. I thought I'd give you a look at it. So we'll get into our game. There's a couple of difficulty settings. I will go for normal for the moment, and while it loads I will explain it. So this was made back in December for Ludum Dare, or possibly Ludum Dare or something. Apparently it's got a weird way of pronouncing it correctly, but most people just call it Ludum Dare. Ludum Dare 34. If you don't know, Ludum Dare is a game development competition where you have, I think, 48 hours, I think sometimes it's 72 and stuff like that, to make a game based on some particular theme. And the theme for this particular one was, it was tied between two different themes. The themes were growing, or grow, or something like that, and two buttons. And this one sort of matches up with both of them to a certain extent. And after playing it, I did a bit of research, found it actually came 7th in the competition, so that's quite good. And also, if you don't know what Ludum Dare is, I guess I will link that in the description as well as this game. It is free. You can just pick it up. You can send a donation when you do. I would advise you do if you... I mean, you could download the game, see if you like it, and then donate if you enjoyed it. I've definitely put some hours in, and I would say that the guy is deserving of a bit of my money. But yes, let us go through the sort of basic premise. Your ship breaks up on the rocky shores, but luckily you've made it to the island. Every action tires you, but the sleep you get brings with it a return of energy. There is plenty of fresh water, but if you don't eat, you will quickly starve to death. But some of the turnips on board that you apparently had, washed up on shore, but they're a limited supply unless you plant and grow them. When the ship crashed, you watched your treasure map tear and scatter to the wind. So there's a couple of different actions you can do. They're all listed on the left, but I'll just go through them as we go. It basically comes down to you need to grow turnips to stay alive and find the treasure. So we will begin. Okay, we're still on a tiny little patch here. All this stuff around us is trees, so I've got an axe, which is conveniently spawned here. Otherwise I would immediately be doomed, but I will start trying to clear a space and find some open land to work with. Here we go. There's a shovel over there. There's a turnip. I'll make my way over and acquire them. I quite urgently need a bit of open room. I guess I'll go up and grab this turnip up here. So yes, you have two hands with which you can hold things, operated with two buttons. So you can either have X and C, or N and M, and then you use WASD to move around. And they are the only controls fitting with the theme. In a certain way, it's not quite normal, because it does use WASD as well. Some of the games in the competition went for actually just using two buttons. But it was optional anyway, because it was unusual for there to be two tied themes for the competition. So as you saw there, I fell asleep and it went dark, and my visibility decreased, which is one of the cool features of this game, the fact that this circle around me is both a clock and also my visibility range. So that's quite cool. So it's currently the middle of the night, so we can barely see a thing, but that's fine. And we'll go to sleep again. There's an energy thing in the bottom left. It recharges whenever you go to sleep. And then we've got food in the bottom right, which, if it runs out, will kill us. So I'm just going to move this wood out of the way. You can have multiple things in the same square. But yeah, you use N to control the left hand for both picking things up and putting them down, and you hold the buttons down to use items. Right, managed to clear ourselves a little space. Usually you get more open area in the start of the game, but it's been a bit mean to us this time. We've had to spend a bit of time clearing out some space. There's a shovel. And we're going to start digging up the ground so that we can plant some of these turnips. And I'm quite glad of the turnips, because I've been missing them, really. If you've been watching my Stardew Valley Let's Play, you'll know that I was really sad to find that the game didn't have turnips in it, because turnips were like the first plant you grew in all the Harvest Moon games. But instead it went for parsnips, so it wasn't a literal carbon copy in every way it could manage. But there's not a single way to grow turnips at all. That's no fair. So I've come to this game to get my turnip fix, and it's the only thing you grow. We're just gathering up all the ones we can find, plonking them down in the tilled soil. They will steadily grow, and we'll be able to harvest them and stay alive. We are slowly starving to death. We currently have 5 of our original 8 fullness, whatever. I'm not finding any more turnips around, but then it is the middle of the night, so it's a little bit hard to see. We'll have a bit of a... I was going to say dig around, I guess chop around or something. But yes, you can use the wood that you get from the trees to make both bridges over rivers and rafts to traverse the water, and I think I will do that actually. Seems like a good idea. There's so many trees to get through here that it would be more energy efficient if we were to just take our raft around the place. Have a bit of an explore and see what we can find. So there's sort of 2 textures to the water, so you can tell when you're close to land or not. There's another. So now I'm just going to eat this one, so you hold down the button for that. There we go. But we've fallen asleep on our raft. It's a good job the water is exceedingly calm here, and there are no currents. I'm looking for a map, because there should be a map somewhere. There it is. We need to get to that. We're going to need the axe. I don't know why I didn't bring the axe with me. That would have made a lot of sense. I just sort of forgot about it, left it behind. Also, we need to retrieve that scythe that is in the forest, so I will quickly dig out that, unearth it. All these words I'm using are for digging. This is not digging I'm doing, but oh well. We'll take the scythe up to our little farm. Ooh, you can see it's growing a bit. There's some little shoots popping up there, indicating that soon we will have some turnips ready for harvest, which is good, because we're down to half our fullness now. We've already eaten one of the things we found. Right, where was the map? I can't see a thing now because it's the middle of the night. I'm just going to start digging into a random spot, and it looks like I've managed to pick that quite well. There we go. We'll take this back up to our little farm we've got going. Here we are. And we can consult the map to get our bearings a little bit more. So you hold down the button for the hand you're holding the map in to get a look at things. And the thing about this map is it doesn't actually tell you where you are. It just gives you an overall map of the world you're in. And I do believe we are on... Hang on, I'll bring the mouse in. Here we are. I think we are about here. We've cleared out this space. That was where we found the map. And you can see there's a couple of places that are marked. They are the 4 locations of the shreds of our treasure map. So we need to go and acquire those, bring them all together, assemble the map, and then find out where they point to, all while staying alive with our supply of turnips. Hopefully we'll have some ready soon. It should be close. Those ones have been shoots for a little while now. But I'll spend some time and energy getting a bit more clearing done of this area for future planting, because we need a decently sized farm to keep us properly sustained. Still no turnips, though I think the day might tick over when it's like sunrise and sunset. So that was sunset. We got one more shoot popping up, but still no actual growing of turnips. We'll just build a raft and go exploring. We now know we're in the sort of bottom left of the map. I'll have a quick pop back. No, nothing's grown yet. We're somewhere in the bottom left of the map. So if we go in a top rightward direction, we should come across some land. Here we go. I've got to be careful because we've got to make sure we're able to navigate our way back to the island. So I'm going to leave that raft there. And then I know I just need to travel diagonally down to get to home. We are getting very low on food now. We are, like, if it ticks down anymore, we die. So I need to find, there we go, some turnips around and about the place. No time to plant these. I've got to eat them or I'll die. But there we go. Here's a nice open area. And some spare tools as well, which are quite useful, actually. Because it can be a good idea to set up farms in multiple locations around the islands so that you've got sort of different bases of operation or operations you can work from. Good conditions for searching at the moment. Everything's nice and visible, though the sun is now setting. But I'm just going to eat all the turnips I find so that I know I'm good. And then I can use all the turnips that I harvest from my farm back home to plant more and increase the size of the farm. Thus, hopefully, staying alive. Right, we'll grab this this scythe and make our way back to our raft, go home. By now some stuff should be grown ready, I imagine. We'll have a nap while we're in the middle of the water, because that's safe. And here we are. Still nothing grown. Everything is now a shoot, at least. So we're very close to things being ready. I guess I could take the time to search the south of this island, because I know from the map that there's something down there. Well, I know what the something is. It's part of the treasure map. I've got some time. I'm not hungry at the moment. Hang on. I will quickly consult the map a second time. Oh, no, wait. Our turnips have grown. We will harvest them then. So yeah, when they sprout, there are 2 of them. And so you have to replant one, but then you have 1 spare from each one. I'm just gonna replant these immediately, because we're gonna need it. Right, so yes, it's on the very southern tip of our little island here. So we can leave the map behind. Just take an axe to make sure that we can get to it wherever it is. And by the time we get back, some more of our crop should be grown. So yes, it's quite a nice little game. It's quite simple. There's not that many different mechanics, but I like the whole thing of having to explore this place, having to set up little farm bases to stay alive. And stuff like that. And there's different, like, the different difficulties as well give you different sort of issues to deal with. Like, the hardest difficulty, you don't get a map of any description, and thus you only know the landscape by what you explore, which makes it surprisingly difficult to work out like where you are at all, and difficult to get your bearings. Right, we've ended up with 2 rafts next to each other. That's fine. We'll bring our piece of map up here. We can just leave it there for now. Can't do anything with it at the moment. We need all the other bits first. Some more of our turnips are ready. We'll replant both of them. We can go back to the mainland, I guess, to retrieve some more. I think there's plenty of open space over there that we haven't explored yet. There should be full of random tools and things that we can make use of. And there's 1 piece of the map, like on the far end of that island, and then 2 more pieces on the 2 islands in the west that we have to worry about. Okay, so once again I'll grab the axe. I'm just going to make a new raft. I need to stop leaving the rafts down there. I'm just going to end up with a whole pile of them there. We're down to 6 hunger, fullness, whatever, as night falls, but it brings us right to midday. Excellent. And we'll have another wander around here. Go a bit further this time. More random wild turnips we can harvest. We might try and get that map fragment. It's somewhere in this direction. Though the rivers are getting in the way a bit. We can just bridge them, if we so desire, with any wood that we can gather. Annoyingly, moving around uses your energy, so you end up with night falling in the middle of your exploring. But then that's half of the mechanics, really, so you can't complain that much. Go around here. I think we're pretty close to where the fragment is. Gotta dig through here. Oh, we'll just bridge this bit, I think. Only takes 1 wood to make a bridge as well. There we go. Make as many of those as you want, just like remove the existence of the rivers entirely if you so desire. Is it here? I'm pretty sure it's right around this area, based on the map. Come on, there it is! We got it, okay. Once we get this back to base, we're already halfway there. Though once we actually assembled the map, we'll have to then work out where the map is leading us to. Right, back home we go, to see what has grown. Have a look for any tools while we're here. It's always good to build up a supply of them if you can. Though it seems to be quite a lack of them so far. We've only got the 1 scythe and nothing else. Not even a spare axe in case we lose track of our current one. Because it is very easy to just lose something in this. We'll sleep, plonk that down, and there are 3 more turnips to harvest. Again, we'll just replant them all. We have enough hunger, energy, or whatever for the moment. There we go, we're up to 12. I think that's probably enough that you can sustain yourself on whatever grows there, based on my experience so far. We might be able to get away with like with 9. Actually, we should check the map first before we just go wandering off again. Let's see. So yeah, if we go pretty much due east, we should arrive on the island with the 3rd piece. Getting to the one with the 4th piece will be a bit of a trek, but shouldn't be too difficult. So we should be done with this fairly quickly. We might not even need to set up any new farms. We'll never need to journey far away from this one for long. Things get a lot harder if you go for the higher difficulties. When you don't know where anything is, you can't consult the map to find out where you need to be going. So you're just having to Ooh, there's a turnip there. I'll just grab that because I'm getting a little bit hungry. We'll continue on. I think a little island pops up here, unless that was what I just went past. We'll see. Here's something. This is an island of some description. It is empty, so yes, it's the next one along. We'll just go around it. There's the mainland up there. Have a quick nap in the shallows. It's pretty much east from here, I think. Just keep going and we should find it. But I forgot to check on the map where on the island exactly the shard was. So hopefully, I don't know why I'm calling it a shard. It's not like the map was made of crystal, but there it is anyway. We'll dig down to it, retrieve it, and be very close to finishing. It is very quick in the easier modes, but I've played the harder ones and it's taken hours of working on the farm. The multiple farms, gathering whatever I can find. And coming like dangerously close to starvation multiple times. Here's the little midway through island place thing. There we go, sun's rising. And we're down to half food right about now. Is this the mainland? I think it is. I think we need to go a little bit more this way. And here we are. Nothing's grown yet. This is taking so long. I've practically completed the game. We've barely grown anything yet. Right, one more check of the map. Yeah, we can pretty much go to that same island and then just go north from there. We'll eventually encounter the island of the final piece. So that's pretty awesome, but we're quite hungry. We'll watch out for turnips on our way there. But off we go. And stuff definitely has to have grown by the time we're back this time. I mean, it's been growing multiple times when we come back, but I was expecting a lot more to be ready, but I'm sort of getting through this so quickly. I've had a bit of practice at this point, so I'm getting better at navigating the world and knowing where to go for places. It is randomly generated each time, but you get a better feel for what the map is like, the scale of it and so on. Night falls. I was trying to go to the mainland so I could get some turnips, but I shouldn't lose track too much because I might get very lost. Yeah. So here's where we found the last piece. So we'll just go north from here. I think we'll just catch the tip of the mainland on our way through. Actually, I'm going to detour towards it because we're getting really quite hungry. Of course, we come across a heavily forested area that we can't get through. Oop, there's a shovel though. That's convenient for later. And there's a turnip. Might be a good idea, considering how far away the island we're going for is from our main thing, to set up a little farm here. But if we get full hunger while we're back there and then set off, we should be good. But actually, considering how little I'm seeing in the way of turnips, I think I might just make my way back, because by now stuff should have grown again. We'll be able to resupply and know that we're not just going to die on our way to get the final piece of the map. Here we are. We'll have to grab a new bit of wood and make another raft, seeing as I've just left the other one behind. There we go. Grab the shovel. Make our way back. Have a nap, as you do. Down to 2 hungerness again. We're nearly there. There we go. A couple more things grown. That's more like what I was expecting. We'll plant one, eat the other. I think we'll just do that with all of them. There we go, there we go. Oop, there we go. Eat the rest. I would like to get it up to a 4x4 plot, but I need to actually not die of hunger in the meantime. Right, I'm going to set off again. I reckon this time I can probably get there. I can take a shortcut by going by the mainland, actually. I think it might be better to travel on land than water. I'm not 100% sure though. I've not paid enough attention to it. It seems faster, but then it might also use up more energy, so sort of cancel itself out. We've got to go around this way. And somewhere right on the end is our other raft that we can hop into. There it is. And we can just take this to the north until we find what we're looking for. Hopefully there'll be some turnips on the island, so as to make sure we don't just die. Have a quick look around here as we go as well, while the light is good. Nothing around. Right, a bit of a journey this way, and oh, that was quicker than I thought. Actually, this might not be where we're supposed to go. We found something. There's a turnip over there, and there's another scythe. Still no more axes. It's the only one we've got left to find. I think this might not be the island. It seems too big. We might have just ended up on the mainland again, and I've just been confusing myself. But we could do with taking this opportunity to stock up on food if we can. But I'm not finding any around, which is not good. This place is very empty. I might just have to fall back again and do things properly this time. Yep, not a single turnip. I think I'll just go back. We'll do that. We'll go back. We'll set up some better farming stuff. We'll probably set up a farm on the mainland. We shouldn't take too long. That way we can be a little bit more secure in our journeying around here. Because I think I got confused and thought that the mainland was the island. So I was on the wrong bit entirely. It would have taken a bit to get back to the location. I mean, I probably could have got the piece of the map, but then I might have died of hunger on my way back, which would not have been fun. So we'll just sort of follow this back. Yeah, there's a casual mode as well, which means you can't die. Everything works the same. You can even eat, and your hunger goes up and down correspondingly. But you don't actually die if you run out. And also, the first time I played this, I didn't read the instructions properly, and I thought it was a one-button game sort of thing. And ended up only using one hand the entire time, which is quite a good way of imposing some extra difficulty. Because I quite struggled to finish this level of difficulty when I could only carry one thing at once. I couldn't take my axe with me wherever I was going and stuff like that. There we go. Plenty of food has grown. We can fully resupply ourselves, but I think I'll not quite do that. What I'll do is I'll grab a shovel and a turnip, and I will journey across the sea over to the mainland. I probably should have checked the map while I was there so I could just get a better idea of my bearings. But too late now. We'll wander up here. We'll find some location a fair bit further towards the island that is also quite open. We might have to clear some space. I assumed I wouldn't need the axe, and now I realise I may be wrong. Go this far, gets a bit cramped over here. This works as a little area we can work with. I'm just going to set up here, plant that, get a couple of squares cleared out, and then we will journey back empty-handed so we can bring some more stuff over. Pretty sure I know the way. Just got to make sure I don't get trapped in amongst any of the rivers and such, like that one there. Somewhere around here. It's hard to tell because it's so dark. I think I need to go down. Yep, here we are. The little tunnel we've dug for ourselves. And we'll get back to our main farm as the sun rises. Here we are. Plenty more things grown. The situation is looking pretty good. Replant everything we've got there, and I think we'll plant 2 more as well. And then what I'm going to do is just take 2 turnips with me back to our little base, and I'll come back again and I'll bring the axe so I can clear some more space, and a scythe so I can I can start harvesting this stuff once it's grown. Then we'll have a nice base of operations to work from. And we'll have a much better chance of finding what we're looking for on the North Island. There we go, those planted. On our way back once again. This time it's a little easier to see, but we're going to fall asleep in a minute. I think we're going to finish right in the middle of the night too. Oh, because it's something like a third of the day that it takes when you sleep. So I guess 8 hours. That sort of thing. Around here, go down. And here we are. Hop in our raft. And you can't even tell that you're moving because it's all just white. Very limited colour palette, which is, I guess, a style choice. Right, we'll take... Actually, I guess I want to bring the axe, really. But I also want to bring more turnips. Oh, more stuff has grown. I guess we'll harvest it. Oh, I just realised I'm about to die. I should eat more food immediately. Was not paying attention. That could have gone very wrong. We'll take the axe. There aren't any turnips to take now, so I guess that's all we can do. We're actually a little bit low on food right now because we've used so much of it to set up our new farm that there's not that much left for us to actually eat. So I'll keep an eye on that. Once I have plunked these things down, I will make my way back and hope that some stuff has grown in time, and we'll make sure to restock nicely. You can use the scythe to dig up, or maybe it's a hoe or something, I'm not really sure, it doesn't matter. But you can use it to dig up turnips that haven't finished growing yet. You just get one turnip back instead, in case there's an emergency and you planted more than you could manage and didn't have enough to actually stay alive. Let's clear this wood out of the way. Down to 2 units of not deadness. I'm going to bring the axe back with me because I still don't have a spare one. I think. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it there now, which is an awkward place to put it, but we'll spot it on our way back, so that'll be fine. And we should be able to get back well before we die. As long as we don't take any detours or get lost, because that's always a danger in this game. You can just go the wrong way and have no idea where you are. Get completely lost. Survive on the wild turnips you can find for a while and hope that you can find your way back to where you were going. Alright, yeah, we're down to 1. Replant that, eat that one. Replant, eat. Replant, eat. Now we're back up to 4, but still not the safest of situations. Right, let's check the map. Ah, so we did arrive on the island. That was the island. And I missed the map fragment by a tiny amount, actually. It was right there, pretty much. And I probably turned back just before seeing it. That's annoying, but then I should have paid more attention to what my map was showing me. And I forgot how big the island I was aiming for was and what the mainland sort of shape was leading up to it. So yeah, we can get over there. We'll use our new little base as a jumping off point, and we'll get the final piece of the map. I mean, I bring the rest of the map over, but it's in 3 bits, so that's annoying. I mean, I guess a good start. But then this is our main base. It's our area of operations is where we go from. So we'll stick with that. But there's nothing to take with us this time. I guess I could take the map. I will take the map. That's a good idea. I guess. Nothing's growing. Oh, but I am about to fall asleep, so I'll let that happen in case any more stuff grows. More stuff did grow, which is good because I also got more hungry. We're in a slightly hairy situation at the moment of we don't have enough food growing quite to plant any new stuff. We're sort of sustaining ourselves, but that's it. Thanks to using up our supplies on our other little outpost. But we can just go back there, and that will have grown some turnips now. So once we resupply from there as well, we should be in a good state. Though I don't know if it will have grown quite yet. We will see. There's only like 3 growing there, so we would want to do a fair bit of replanting anyway. This is the wrong way. We need to go up here. It's this little bit. There's our axe. Whoops, nope, wrong button. Forgot which hand was which. Here we go. Oh, nothing's grown yet. That is a shame. Slightly worrying. Right, I'm going to open up a path up here. I mean, it saves like 2 seconds of time, but 2 seconds is important. You could die in 2 seconds. There is a period during which, at the start of it, you are alive, and 2 seconds later, you are dead. I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Right, here's the map. Pretty much straight to the north, and we will find what we are looking for. I will take the axe. When I come back, there should hopefully be some more turnips grown on our little outpost there, so we can stock up for our journey back to the main farm. Otherwise, we might just die. Right, where is it? Yeah, there it is. We probably even saw it before, because I vaguely remember these sort of structures of the forest. Right, we will take that back. We are at 3 hunger. It's not good. There's our raft. Go back down. Hopefully harvest some plants that have hopefully grown. And then go from there. Here we are. Nope, nothing's grown. I will attempt to make the trek back, I think. I will leave the axe here because I'm going to be coming back here. I'm going to take the map. So, you know, we'll leave the map too. I'm just going to take this with me and nothing else. And hope I get back soon enough. We should do, judging by the numbers. I think we're about to go down to 2. Life, hearts, something. It's always confusing because sometimes you have hunger meters and fullness meters. It's a fullness meter, but I always find fullness meter a weird term, and I'm used to saying hunger meter, even if it's wrong. Yeah, we're going to get back fine. So more stuff has grown, not a huge amount. Once again, we're just going to be sort of hanging on rather than advancing. But there we go, we just assembled the map, sort of casually, as we're thinking about food. Get all this stuff harvested, planted, eat the remainder. We're slowly improving, at least. Every harvest we've got a little bit more health to us. Right, so that's the map. And that's the thing, all it gives us is a small area of the world to look in. So I have to start sort of looking for that sort of structure just around the place. And try and equate it to somewhere on the map. So I'll have to go take this to the map and look at the map. I was hoping I could bring a turnip with me to help with the planting. But there sort of aren't any grown. I could just walk, I could pace up and down till I fall asleep. That's definitely a good use of my time. Did anything grow? No. Well, that's awkward. Okay, let's set back off then. There should definitely be stuff now at our outpost that we can use to keep alive. But that's the thing, once you've run out of the turnips that are just scattered around from your ship crashing, you've got to make sure you've got enough left to actually have a sustainable farm. Otherwise you just slowly die. You can try and sort of complete the game in the time it takes you to slowly die, but eventually you'll be doomed. Where am I going? I think it's further down here. No, it isn't. It was up through this thing. And around here. There we go. And we have some stuff ready. Thing is, I really want to replant this rather than eat it, but I need to eat it to live. I'll replant one and eat the other, and hopefully the third one will be ready very soon. I planted it at the same time as one of these anyway, so it should be ready pretty quick. Right, so that's the little map. This is the big map. And I think I've already got it. I think it is there. I just happened to look up in that spot, and that looks exactly like what we're looking for. So now we need to get over there, and of course it's the furthest point from both of our farms. But I haven't explored this area yet, so it should have plenty of wild turnips around that we can eat to stay alive. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get there. I'm going to leave behind the big map, take the treasure map with me, and an axe. Hop on our raft and find our way up there. And we won't be able to dig up the treasure immediately because we need a shovel for that, but we'll be a fair bit closer to doing that. Once we know it's the right area, we can make sure that we can get to it, thanks to the axe. Oh, plenty of stuff around here. That's the point. There might be enough kit to set up another farm. Not that it matters at this point, because we're about to find the treasure. There's a shovel there. I see more turnips around the place. And the good thing about this is that because we're sorting out our hunger with all this, when we get back to the farm, everything that's there we'll be able to just replant rather than eat. And it'll give us a nice boost towards staying alive. Loads of shovels around here, not much else. Oh, there's a scythe, or a hoe, or whatever. Sunrises to help us with our search. I think I need to go this way. And then just dig my way through until we find the structure that we're looking for. It's somewhere right at the top of this bit of land, I think. Well, slightly to the left. Oh no, not nightfall. Oh, we've still got plenty of visibility, actually. I need to be able to have a look around and see where... See whether we're at our target location. Wait, is this it? No, it's not it. Do we need to go more this way? I'm going to try more this way, but I'm not sure. No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, we could be in the wrong place entirely. It's totally possible. But this does not look like what I was expecting to see. I'll try going this way more, because that might be what the problem is. No, there's nothing over here either. Right, I'm going to try and get back to the raft. Clearly this mission has failed, unless... I'll try going down this way. It might be down here. Ooh, that looks promising. That's it, that's what we're looking for. We dig through here, then we stand right about here. Oops. There we go. That matches up. So, I guess we'll leave the map here. It doesn't need to come with us. We'll take... Oh, that's the point. This is a shovel. I'll just use this shovel that is right here. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, here we go. Put that on... Yep, there we go. This is the moment of truth. Treasure! We found it! We did it! We found the treasure! Glorious day! We got what we came here for. Thing is, we're still trapped on this island. It's a bit of a problem, actually. Ooh, there's an axe. So, yeah, we just have to sort of continue. And that's the thing, the developer could have put in a you win screen. He could have had some sort of, like, you return home and all is good in the world sort of scenario. But the thing is that that's not what happens if you find treasure while stranded on an island. You're now just stranded on an island with treasure. So yeah, I could just carry on playing, but of course we've sort of achieved the goal of the game. So I'll stop here. I mean, the point of it is so that you have something to work towards while you try and survive. Otherwise, there's no reason to try. Well, there is a reason to try and survive. There's the whole thing of if you don't survive, you die. But that is Reap. I think I might come back to this. I think I want to give Reaper mode, which is the highest difficulty, a shot. See if I can do it. And that'll be a bit more of a series. I think that this might be 2 episodes, depending on whether I cut it or not. You will know, because it will be episode 2 if I cut it into 2. I guess well, I don't need the treasure map anymore. It's now useless. I'll just take this spare axe back with me. But yes, I want to try Reaper mode and see if I can do it with no map. And all sorts of evil things happening, like hunger going down at maybe double speed or more. Might be quadruple speed or something. I'm not really sure. I'm about to get lost. I was trying to get back to my little farming outpost, and I think I'm lost. Did I overshoot? Is this it? I have no idea. No, I am lost. There you go. That's one of the things this game is about. It's about getting lost. Okay, I think I know where I am now. Yeah, there we go. Went slightly off course. There you go, Reap. You can pick it up for free, and I will link the thing below. Though I would advise Give the guy some money, he put some effort in. And, yeah. I shall see you... That's not my outro. I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.